Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld of the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Monday, February 11th, 2019. Looking at how precipitation compares to normal over the past 30 and 60 days, you can see from the map on the left that precipitation over the past 30 days is well above normal across the entire Great Basin, with some high elevation areas pretty far above normal. Looking back at the 60-day period, most areas are above normal, with fewer areas in that exceptionally wet range. Looking at snow in a little more detail, the image on the left shows new snowfall over the past 72 hours. You can see there's been quite a bit of snowfall over the past 3 days, with some areas receiving as much as 2 to 3 feet of snow. The image on the right shows snow depth, and the majority of the Great Basin does have some snow cover on the ground right now. Continuing to look at snow in a little more detail, this map is showing how hydrologic basins compared to normal for the water year, which began on October 1st. And you can see that there's been a lot more snow across the southern part of the Great Basin this water year, with many of those areas well above normal. Moving further north, it's been a little bit drier, with the central Idaho mountains in that 80 to 90% range. Satellite this morning shows a weather system across the northern part of the Great Basin, making its way to the northeast. So for today, as far as the ventilation index, we are looking at poor to fair mixing across the majority of the area. Looking at that in a bit more detail, we do have some healthy transport winds that will keep the ventilation index a little higher across the north, but very low mixing heights. As we move into Tuesday, that weather system will make its way to the northeastern part of the area, and we will see poor to fair mixing across the entire Great Basin. Again, there will be some pretty healthy transport winds across the area, but those will be canceled out by the low mixing heights. Moving into Wednesday, we start to see high pressure building across the Great Basin, which will lead to poor mixing across the majority of the area. Again, Wednesday we will see those strong transport winds, but with very low mixing heights. We will not see too much in the way of good ventilation indices. So for the next 2 days, the Utah Forecast Clearing Index shows the best chance for high clearing indices across northeastern Utah, with those values generally dropping into Tuesday. Over the next 3 days, it's continuing to look quite wet, with the greatest precipitation accumulation across the north, though the entire Great Basin should see some precipitation fall over the next 3 days. On Thursday, we will see poor to fair mixing across Nevada, with better values across much of Utah and Idaho. Moving into Friday, we have that high pressure in place just off to the west of the Great Basin, and we will continue to see a mix of good to poor mixing across the area. Pretty similar picture on Saturday, with some improvement across the north. And then Sunday, we continue to see that northwesterly flow across the area, with the best mixing across the western and southwestern portions of the Great Basin. In the 4 to 5 day period, things continue to look wet across the area. Finally, in the 8 to 14 day period, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for a high likelihood of below normal temperatures across the entire area, with the chance of above normal precipitation across the southern part of the Great Basin. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thank you.